Yes, welcome back to my channel. And I'm going to dedicate this whole episode to Bruce Lee. Yes, this is a Bruce Lee episode. I am a man that when I was younger, my uncle, not myself, my uncle was obsessed with Bruce Lee. He was obsessed. Okay, he had the kimono shoes or whatever. What do you call those things? The karate with the toe. He had the toe shoes. You know the ones with you got the two toes. He had those shoes. Okay, and he had the gi. He wore the gi. Okay, and he watched a lot of Bruce Lee. A lot of Bruce Lee. Yes, that's what he did. Oh, a lot of it. And he would kick my ass. That's what he'd kick it. He kick it. Listen, one time he told me, he goes, he's wearing his gi and his shoes, and he told me, he goes, listen, sit on my feet. Sit on my feet. I'm gonna do some Bruce Lee on you. And I'm like, I was young. I mean, maybe about seven, not too smart, not too smart. Listen, when a guy asks you when you're 7 to sit on his feet while he's laying on the ground, he's laying on his back. Laying on his back, he's like, I'm gonna do some Bruce Lee on you, okay? And I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. And because I'm 7, and this is what happens. And he's like, and he just pushed, and I took off like a little hummingbird into the distance. We're flying into the sky, and I landed on my back. And I was like, and he's like, yo. So I remember laying there, holding my back. I thought I was paralyzed. He's standing around me. He's like, "You're fine. You okay? Stop crying. I'm like, I can't breathe. He's like, "You can breathe. You're fine. You can't breathe. Get over it, okay?" Because he don't want my mother to find out. He don't want my mother to find out that he was Bruce Lee and me, and I was outside on the ground with a busted up back. So he's like, "You're fine. I'm like, nah, fine. Go get my mother. I can't breathe. I can't. He's like, "Listen, you all right? You all right? Listen, you're gonna be fine. Just get up, walk it off. Get up, walk it off." I'm like, "I can't get up. I can't breathe. I can't get up." He's like, "Just get up. Walk it off. You're gonna be fine." I got up. I started walking. Started walking away. And I'm like, I don't think this is gonna be the end of that. This is the end of the Bruce Lee experience for me. We're all done. But that damn double feature, that Channel 56 double feature of Bruce Lee is what did it. Because the guy was obsessed with Bruce Lee, and he started getting the Bruce Lee magazines, and he got the nunchucks, and he started making throwing stars out of sheet metal. Okay, and that was a big mistake. But then even worse was he started making dot guns, started making blow guns, making these ninja style blow guns. So I go over and visit, and he's like, "Oh, you want to play? I'm like, "Yeah, I want to play. Who's want to play? I want to play with you, my friend. You're my friend. Listen, we family, we friends, and we gonna play. How we gonna play? He's going, you're gonna run. And I'm gonna shoot these things at you from here." And what he did is he got a piece of I think it was a piece of copper pipe. And he made these, took pins, needles, I think took pins, stuck them in like these made little cones out of paper and pins. And he was like, so that he's like, "Run." I'm like, "Run?" Like, "What we're gonna play? What kind of game is this?" He's like, the game's called Run. You're gonna run, and I'm gonna do some Bruce Lee on you. I'm like, no, that Bruce Lee thing again. I don't want to do that Bruce Lee thing again, because Bruce Lee thing took my air. It took my air and almost killed me. No. This is a better game. This is more fun. This is a fun game. Run. And I'm like, I don't understand it. He's like, "You better start running." So I'm like, when I start running, he's like, next thing you know, I got like 5 or 6 of these little pin things stuck in my back. And he's like, "Bruce Lee, we playing some Bruce Lee." So listen. So maybe my experiences with Mr. Lee have not been very positive. Maybe that's the reason why I stayed away from the Bruce Lee franchise, and I don't watch it. I didn't get into it because, listen, I just felt like Bruce Lee was kind of an evil thing. Guys, it's kind of an evil thing because every time we play some Bruce Lee, I get my butt kicked. It would be butt kicking Bruce Lee time, okay? And we're not even talk about the nunchucks. We ain't gonna talk about the nunchucks. We ain't gonna talk about the bow staff. We ain't gonna talk about none of that stuff because that wasn't fun either. Okay, that's for another video when I start talking about some Jackie Chan stuff or whatever. Okay, but right now I'm gonna show you what I got going on here. So this is the deal. So I bought the Bruce Lee DVD box set. I don't have that here to show you. I'll put a picture of it over here, but I still have in my possession the Bruce Lee DVD box set. But then they started releasing these things, okay? This is a Shout Factory, the Chinese Connection, okay? Bruce Lee, Return of the Dragon. All right. Bruce Lee, Game of Death, okay? We're still Bruce Lee in it here. We got Bruce Lee, Fist of Fury. Okay. And then for some reason, Shout Factory didn't own the rights to to this last movie, so I had to get this box set separately. And this is Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon, which I happened to have watched this past weekend. This was actually the first time I ever sat down and watched a Bruce Lee movie in its entirety, and this is the one, Enter the Dragon. And I got to tell you, I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very well made. I thought it was very. I like the way Bruce Lee talks. I don't know if I can. No, that sounds like Sean Connery. Let me see if I can do a Bruce Lee there. Oh, you got no, that's not. He's very American sound. It's really very funny. I don't know if they did like an over dub or whatever. You can comment below, because I know some of you guys you saw. Listen, when I did Jackie Chan blew up. Okay, when I do Bruce Lee, it's probably gonna blow up too, and it's because you guys are experts and I'm not an expert. I'm a Bruce Lee novice, just starting out on the Bruce Lees. Okay, but he's like, I can't do the voice. I can't do. You. I can't do it. I can't. I'm giving up. I'm giving up on it. Listen, I'm not even gonna try because I'm just gonna get made fun of. But he's got this really distinctive, cool. He's got like a cool voice. He's got a cool, like it's almost like a Chinese Elvis. That's what I would call Bruce Lee. He's like, you better stop. You better stop. You better. No, ain't gonna happen. It was cool. It was just cool. And I enjoyed this. But after collecting all of those, then Criterion released this little morsel here, this little super duper collection, which has all of that. See what I did there? All of that. Bruce Lee, right? All of that. And Enter the Dragon with a bunch of different special features, extra discs, and all kinds of stuff like that. But I'm not going to break this down for you, because if you want to see a unboxing of this, I'm pretty sure I showed this to somebody when I first got this in my mail. I'm pretty sure I unboxed this thing already. But this is everything there in this box set, okay, with extra bonus stuff. But with all that said and done, okay, the Bruce Lee, well, it triggered me to buy more Bruce Lee stuff. And this bad boy came in the mail today, and I'm gonna try to unbox it for you. And first time me, came from Federal Express. And I just picked up that box, and my right arm's going numb. It's gone numb because it's heavy. It was a heavy box. And I know what this is because I received my thing there. And if you've been watching this channel, if you haven't been watching this channel, this is what I'm up to right now. I am going broke buying toys. Yep, I already collect toys. I've been collecting toys for years, but the toys have become very expensive. They're very, very expensive lately. And this is what happened with this thing here. So I went from buying the NECA figures. If you're a TV or movie fan or whatever, you're aware that NECA puts out these really cool little tiny, I want to say the 8-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch figures, 6-inch figures. I say the 8 inches. I think 8 inches or 6 inches. 6 inches, 8 inches. Give or take an inch. And they're cool. They're cool, and I've been collecting them for years. But recently, I've been going up higher. I'm up to the 1/6 scale Hot Toys, man. It's the Cadillac of toys is what I'm told. It's the Cadillac of action figures. And because I started watching me some Bruce Lee, I was like, I need to get me a Bruce Lee figure. Now, let me see if I can open this thing up without compromising my my information, my whatever. Let me see. Yep, I got this. All right. It's gonna make a mess. So as I'm opening this, I'll tell you the story. So I watched the Bruce Lee movie, and I'm like, I gotta get me a Bruce Lee hot toy. And they got some cool stuff. Like Bruce Lee's got some cool figures, but this is hitting the microphone. I hope I didn't. Bruce Lee's got some cool figures, but this is like the Cadillac of Bruce Lee figures. So I'm online, and this guy's selling this thing, and he wanted a ridiculous amount. I want to say he wanted like four bills for it, and I'm like, that ain't happening. I can't do $400 for this thing. But I do have some eBay gift cards. If you will negotiate a little bit with me, work with me a little bit. Just work with me a little bit, okay? And he's like, hey, I'm sorry, man. You know, that's how I figured. He sounds like Tommy Chai. Like, hey, man, you know, I'm sorry. I've been sitting around my house here staring at my Bruce Lee figure for a while, and some guy offered me $415 for it. I'm like, well, you ain't getting $415 from me. I ain't paying it. So I messaged the guy back. I'm like, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry for bothering you. I'm sorry for taking your time, okay? But I cannot buy this figure right now because I do not have $415. I don't even have $400. I'm like, I can do. This is what I can do. I can do about 3 1/4 because I have gift cards. I said, but I can't go any more than that because what's gonna happen is eBay's gonna hit me with tax, and they're gonna hit me with you're gonna hit me with the shipping, and I'm like, you hit me with the shipping, I'm gonna go way too far over what I got, and I don't want to spend any more money. Listen, the wife don't need to know that I got some eBay gift cards that I got from the kiddies, you know, because listen, the kids gave me some cards. I've been sitting on these things since Christmas. I've been sitting on these things since my birthday. I've been sitting on these things since different holidays that I got from the kids at the school, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm taking your time, and I can't do it. And he's like, I said, this is I've been waiting since Christmas to make this purchase, and it would be nice if you worked with me, but you can't. Then okay, well, we'll part ways and we'll call it a day. And he's like, listen, sir, I like your story, and I'll sell it to you for three. I think it was $315. I think he ended up selling to me for, which to me I think is a pile of malarkey, because if you could have got $415 for it, why wouldn't you take it $415 for it? Why would you take my $315 when you could have got $4? Why would you do $100 price drop if you could have actually gotten? Maybe the guy has a big heart. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize, sir. If you're watching this unboxing, I apologize, sir. If I'm wrong by any of this stuff that I said, then I apologize once again, sir. But I mean, me, if I was hurting for money and I was like, oh, I got an offer for $415 like earlier in the day, I would have took the $415. So I want to believe that he may have been giving me a little bit of a spiel there, a little story there. But if you look at the cover of this thing, yeah, look at that. This is a Hot Toys Bruce Lee from, I believe, Enter the Dragon. I think that's what this is from. Yep, Enter the Dragon. It's right in front of it. DX figure. So how am I gonna even do this? How am I gonna look at the size of this thing? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And I'm gonna open it up like so. It's got like cool stuff. I don't even know if I can do this. I don't even know how I'm going to even do this without... I don't want to destroy the cover or anything. We've got some tissue paper here. I'm saving the tissue paper because this baby going back in the box after I'm done showing you guys what it is. And then we got like a little... We open this up. We got some writing here on a foam backing thing here. Which I don't know what that says. I can't read that. I can barely read English. Never mind about whatever that was. We got more tissue paper. And then we got... Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Hang on. I'm going to see if I can pick this thing up and show it to you. I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. I'm going up like this. It's got some magnetic things going on right here. And I'll see if I can open it up. Oh, yeah. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to do the best I can so you can see what I saw when I first opened up. And that is a beautiful Bruce Lee figure. That is a beautiful 1/6 scale. That's like having a little Bruce Lee in my life right there. It's like having I own me a little piece of Bruce right there. That's what's going on there. And let me see if I can maneuver it over here. You know what I need? I need like a stand or something. Can I use the box, man? Man, this is rigged so badly. I am so unprofessional at this. I gotta get a little more professional. Oh, this works. Okay, this little box thing on the side thing works here, so I can move the stuff. So it's got this little cardboard thing that you move over. Now, according to the guy, I'm not gonna find you will not find a better presentation, better something of a Bruce Lee figure, because this is an old figure, I guess. But supposedly I'm never gonna find a better one than this one right here. And I'm just gonna take out the. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, Bruce. Look at this. Oh, that is something special. Now listen, I'm still working on this. I know people go like this, they go like that, so you can see it better. I'm trying to get as close as I can. See if I can get the Bruce Lee look, the Bruce Lee look there. I put the hand up there. That's what they say they do or whatever. I'm gonna put some pictures over here so you can see what Bruce looks like. He's got the scratches on his back from the Enter the Dragon thing. He's like, oh, and you know what's cool about Bruce is you could take off his head. Let me see if I can do this thing. Oh, see that? And he's got like this eye moving system in the back of his head. So you can move his eyes around. So, you know what I mean? And yeah, only Hot Toys, only the Cadillac of toys does stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't find stuff like that anywhere else. Can I put his hair back on? Oh no, sorry, Bruce. Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, just look into his eyes. I'm gonna get as close as I possibly can. Oh, no, I can't breathe. Look at that. Look at that. Am I too close? Did I go out of focus there? Look at that. That's a nice. That's a nice Bruce Lee figure right there. That's a nice one. Oh, his arm fell off. His arm fell off. Oh, man. Sorry, Bruce. Sorry, Bruce. Oh, my arm fell off. Oh. Not supposed to do that. Listen. The arms fall off. Okay, that happens with the figures. They're like all interchangeable and stuff like that. So that's all good. See, my face just turned bright red. Wonder why? Because I had a small heart attack right there. Had small heart attacks. I'm like, hey, I paid like $300 for this thing, and the arm fell off, and I had a small heart attack. He comes with a separate head, okay, which is according to the guy, he tried to sell me a separate body. He's like, I want to. He goes, Bruce comes with a little head. I'm like, oh, so I get a little head with Bruce, and he's like, yeah, you get a little head. So what you got to do is you got to buy an Asian body. I'm like, oh, now we're hitting all kinds of disturbing thoughts and sounds over here. Okay, this is a strange little thing. So now he wants to sell me so the message to him is a little bit like, you know, I got a little. Comes with a little head, and he's like, you need to get yourself a little body. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. And then when I went to go look up the body, okay, he wanted like $135 for the body, and I'm like, buddy, I just talked you down from $415 to $315 or whatever, and you think you're gonna sell me a body for $135? Well, obviously you've been sniffing your old Bruce Lee's too long or whatever. But he comes with a bunch of different hands. Let me see once again if I can pick this thing up and show you what I see when I lift up this thing. I'm going back here again. I don't want to destroy the box. You know what I mean? That's what I'm shooting for you. Hopefully not everything falls out when I open this thing. All right, let's go. Nothing fall out, please. This is all the stuff. It comes with stuff. Bunch of stuff inside there. Bunch of Bruce Lee stuff. And then underneath this thing actually comes with the glass background from the Enter the Dragon final scene. But I'm not gonna get into all that stuff. So here's the deal, my friend. I have watched Enter the Dragon. This is where I'm at right there. I want to say Game of Death. Bruce had died. I could be wrong. Comment below and help me out with this thing. Bruce had passed away, and they used like different bits and pieces of like different other movies and like Dot of Doubles and Game of Death. I'm not sure. That's the one with the yellow costume that reminds me of Kill Bill. But what I want you to do is comment below which one I should watch next. Which one should I spend another hour and change of my life to watch? What is your favorite Bruce Lee movie? And would you buy a doll of a figure that gives you some kind of strange memories for $315 plus tax? I don't know. But I will tell you, when your uncle starts watching some karate stuff, okay, and he tells you to run, or he tells you to sit on his feet because he wants to show you a trick, don't do it. This is a public service announcement. Don't do it. Don't just say no. Say no, go and tell. That's what I was saying. No, go and tell. This is one. It's like no, go and tell. That's what you're gonna go do. You're gonna run. You're gonna go tell somebody that you're about to die. Because listen, back in the day, back in the 80s, man, when Channel 56 used to show these double features, there was no warnings. There was no warnings. There was no warnings. Okay, that afterwards you were gonna get kicked. You were gonna get kicked. You were gonna get thrown. You were gonna get dots blown at you. There was no warnings. Nobody cared back in the 80s, okay? You were just free to do whatever you wanted to do. But nowadays, listen, run. Just listen. Just do it. I'm telling you, man, my back still hurts. I still have little dots, divots in my back, okay, from blow dots, okay? And I'm not even gonna talk about the time my grandmother decided she was gonna drop I think it was even an orange or a grapefruit from a third-story window and tell me to catch it. Because you can't catch, or maybe you can't. I couldn't. I could not catch either a grape. I don't remember if it was a grapefruit or an orange to this day. Because I think that I have amnesia. Okay, I think that once the fruit hit my head from the third-story window, I can't remember things. But yeah, you don't do that. Listen, you don't play Bruce Lee with your uncle, and you don't catch flying fruit from a third-floor window. And that's what I'm going to leave you with this one. And with that said, my friends, please do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you later.